My people. Dun, 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 dun. How y'all doing tonight? It's a happy Sunday to you. Hope you had a great week and hope you have a good upcoming week. We shall see what happens. Anyway, this is Sunday Night Live. Just before Wrestler Show. So I did time box myself in this whole thing so I don't end up on a train wreck of a mess going, hey, what's going on, Chris? Andrew. Looking 1-5. Joe. Smoking Joe. What's up, buddy? Kevin. Not too much, man. I'm going live just shortly before Wrestler goes live. Like I said, I'm keeping this time box so I don't end up like 7-hour mark. So, which is probably a good thing. 7 hours gets a little crazy after a while. Very unusual. Anyone want to jump in? I'll leave the link down below. And this is going to be a real quick one because we ain't got much time. Hey, what's going on, Crazy Pop? Hey, what's going on, Ryan? Jules, Tom. I'm get drunk and fall like usual. What? There's the link if anyone wants to jump in. Give me a break. What's up, Tom? Tom, Sweet Factory. Hey, how's it going, Mike? I figured I'd just go like a real quick live before Wrestler Show. We got Big Cat Mike from Big Cat 305 is in Wrestler Show. So this is a pre-game show. So you all have tickets to this show, whatever that shall be. And you like my shirt? Get picked it up. Many years ago, what did Greece? Oh boy, Greece is interesting. My birthday was not very eventful, to put it mildly. I ended up watching Netflix. Watched 3 of the Pierce Brosnan movies, the James Bond ones. Not my favorite Bond of all time, but watched 3 of those, a couple of other TV shows, eat dinner by myself, and that was pretty much it. And I wanted to sleep. It was not all that in a cup of tea. It was a good dinner, don't get me wrong, but steak, potatoes, shrimp, and some vegetables. Not bad, not bad. So what y'all been up to? I know where's Kevin. Grease sounds. I remember watching that a long time ago. It was very interesting. Kind of, sort of, more or less. But yeah, if you all haven't seen Mike from Big Cat 305, definitely go check it out. So he'll be on in about an hour, give or take. Otherwise, I did last week. I did a couple days ago, right? I did. I've seen the barbecue shows on Netflix. Oh man, there's some good barbecue shows. There are some good ones. I like the Taco Chronicles. That's a real good one. The other one is the Grease Lightning. The other one is I can't remember all the names of them, but the one with Tootsie's is really cool too. But yeah, I do like the barbecue shows. And then there's like the competition one that I haven't watched yet. Not sure if it's all that great, and not sure if it's all that in a cup of tea. But maybe I'll check it out. I don't know. To be honest with you, I actually didn't like. I wasn't. I watched a couple of like barbecue pitmasters early on, but yeah, Chef's Table Barbecue. Yeah, that one's actually pretty good. I like that one. That one's a good one. She is quite some. Damn. You're one of the people who actually made me do the hot seat way back in the day, like almost exactly 2 years ago, coming up on it. Yeah, Chef Table Barbecue was real good. And if you haven't seen the Taco Chronicles, like I say, that's amazing. It's interesting that they're putting up cooking shows a lot lately. Nah, that's what I figured. I mean, competition barbecue show, like they're always staged, and that's always just kind of is what it is. But there's some good people on some of them, but I don't know. It's just too much of a thing, as opposed to like the other one just focusing in on people and what they do, which is more documentary style. Yeah, no, Tom. Apparently so. However, it was like a decent hot seat. And back in the day, I actually drew. I think the high was like 72 or 74 people, which is not too shabby 2 years ago. It's actually quite good. I haven't the faintest clue as to how I drew so many people, but whatever. It is what it is. Pork rib tacos. Ooh, nice. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, Mike. Filming sometimes is kind of a challenge. Like I did. Like I said, I was doing a couple days ago. I actually fired up that Ryder DLX again. Boy, oh boy. Spatchcocked a chicken, threw it on there. It went. So I set it to 250. See what it would do. And hey, guess what? Temp spiked up at 380 at the very beginning. And it kind of settled out a little bit from there, but not a whole heck of a ton more. So it was between 225 and 380 were the max and minimum temperatures, despite it being set to 250 the entire time. I did, Andrew. I spatchcocked it. Spatchcock. I did. I brutalized that thing. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. To go from 225 to 380 is quite a wild temperature swing. Everyone does. I love doing it. Only times you can do that, man. I'll tell you. Yeah, I know. I did. Well, I figure like 250. I'll give it a shot. But boy, oh boy. Look at this. Yeah, true. Got a point there. Hey, what's going on, Patty? How you doing, buddy? Good to see you there. And happy Festivus for the rest of us, Woody. All right, if y'all want to jump on, knock yourself out. Save the backbone for a second. Oh, heck yeah, Mike. I like. Oh boy, I saved the wingtips and the backbone for stock for sure. I am one to save kind of everything and reuse it. It's real good and real easy to do. How you doing, Woody? Yeah, I do. I make a lot of stocks. I save all my vegetable trimmings. I save all the like beef fat I trim off and make tallow out of that. Good stuff. Yeah, I kind of save everything. Just how it works. And hey, here's to you, Andrew. I got my craft beer here. It's called Natural Light. This one is a special blend. Days. Strawberry lemonade with drinking beer. Apparently, that's supposed to be other kind of beer. Oh boy, oh boy. Yeah, sure too. Beef tallow is real easy. Usually, I mean, the only thing you do is take beef fat and and render it down, and then you save that, and You can use that for fry, like any sort of oil. You can use it for fries and anything else. It's so dang good though. It is really good. I mean, if you're talking like saving fat, I had a discussion with my son the other day. He was like, "Is duck fat good?" And I'm like, "Yeah, it's good." What's it taste like? I mean, it's good. I'm like, I don't know. It tastes like duck. Not really, but it's dang good. Yeah, duck fat. Chicken fat you can as well, although I tend not to. Beef tallow, beef fat is really good. You just render it down, and there's nothing to it. Maybe I'll do a video on it at some point or another. Season up your smokers and grills. Ooh, dang, nice. Wow, you must have a lot of beef tallow then. Yeah, ooh. Yeah, that's a ton of that'd be a ton of beef tallow. But essentially, all you do is do that and then save it. And when you refrigerate it, it gets hard, and then you just take it out and like scoop it in. It's the same thing as like say you were to do bacon or pork belly or something like that. All right, so it's all that rendered fat. Same stuff that comes out of there, and you want to save that as well. It's liquid gold. Smoker might cook with. I have been using, for the most part, I've been using a Weber kettle, and got a couple of videos coming up. Weber kettle, Old Smoky, because I got a bunch of Weber kettles. Old Smoky, been doing some Blackstone cooks. So, Weber Smoky Mountain, although I didn't do a video on it, I haven't for a while. Buy by the gallon. Good Lord. You can make your own, man. Dang, man. You can buy beef tallow. They actually do sell beef tallow on Amazon. But I just make my own. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing. But yeah, trying to cook up that chicken was wild. I was like, all right, forget it. Like, turned out perfect. But like Kevin knows, I got my thermometers in there. I got the digital readout from the Rider DLX along with the probe. Neither one of which work well. They're absolute junk. And so I got the Inkbird in there and like read temps, like internal meat temp, like bottom grade temp, and then middle grade temp, which is what I normally do. Hey, what's going on, Jason? And if you're smart enough and you have enough experience, you know what you're doing, and you can work with it. But man, for any newbie thinking, like for mine, any newbie thinking like, yeah, you get a pellet grill, you set it, forget it. So not in a million years. Not in a million years. I don't know. I would not recommend it to anyone. Hey, Ryan, how's it going? Just an impromptu chat before Resta goes live in a little less than an hour. About an hour. But good to see you. And if anyone doesn't know Cooking with the Bri, of course y'all know, did a fantastic turkey video. So here's a question. Are you guys, so he's got his already set up, and man, did it look fantastic. But are you guys planning on doing videos before the holidays, those of you who do film? Because I've never done it yet. Yeah, no, good. Yeah, good point, Jason. Yeah, Cooking with the Bri is kind of a fairly large channel. Ugly chick. Hey, look here, you. I don't know. Let me check. Um, how you doing, Ken? Um, several videos in the works. Yeah. See, the thing is, I've never done it because for me, like, I know it. I know it's a smart thing to do, and I may do it this year. But I just love the. I just love sitting down to Thanksgiving dinner and having turkey. So we'll say. But now I'll see if I can do something this year. Yeah, exactly, Kevin. I mean, that's kind of like it's like, all right, I just made a turkey, and now I made another turkey, and I'm gonna have turkey for dinner or something like that. It's tough. It's a tough one. But I'll probably shoot for it this year. Hey, what's going on, Dwayne? And Dwayne, I forget where you are. I think you were saying the other day you're like Mountain Standard. I am too. Okay, I do love. Jake, what's going on, buddy? Thanksgiving. Yeah, no kidding around. Yeah, I know. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I love sitting down at like Thanksgiving dinner and just having like the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, and whatever you guys like for sides. I make a killer stuffing. So I meant to film it last year, but I may film it this year. But it's really good. I've convinced people who don't like stuffing to actually like this one. I mean, it's fairly simple and all that stuff, but whatever. Yeah. Hey, what's going on, Chris? Yeah, I don't know. I'll figure that out. Speaking of which, what are your favorite sides for Thanksgiving? Deviled eggs. Yeah, deviled eggs. He does have. Yeah, Rye does have a deviled egg video. That is true. Bum, 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 bum. Hey, what's going on, buddy?
Cheers.
Let's see. See how that works. I don't think I have any volume in this thing. Either that or you don't. Yeah, I know. Deviled eggs are real good. And like my favorite sides, like my stuffing is fantastic. Tell you this. Gravy with giblets. And I know some people don't like them. Utterly fantastic though. Absolutely love it. Some people don't like it, but they're terrified of the whole giblet thing. But man, they're good. Cook that up with the neck and the giblets, and you break down all that meat and everything else. Oh boy, now you're talking. Or 3-1 ribs. Yeah, Kevin, you're out of there.
What's up, everybody?
Hey, what's going on, Jake? Just a quick live before Russ goes on, and we're talking holiday food. And I do like gravy too. So like, and I'll tell you like. Oh boy. Gravy with giblets is great. Hey, we got a gravy with giblets is great. I agree. I do agree. I don't know. People are terrified of like I don't know what the heck that is, Chris. People are terrified of all the offal, the innards, the everything else. But boy, I'll tell you, they're really good. And they're getting up there in price too. Sweet potatoes. Yeah, I'm here and there about sweet potatoes. Had some good ones, and not a ginormous fan.
You see Bushy Bottle.
That was a Bushy Bottle, say.
Tanner Wright reverse here.
Blow it up. Blow up a chicken or blow up a turkey. He's got a ton of turkeys around his yard, so he could probably do it. Ooh, collard greens. Heck yeah, Woody.
Cheers, Thrash.
Do like collard greens. I do enjoy those. Other favorite sides would be like mashed potatoes and gravy. Anything with gravy. and sadly, one year, I went to packed everything up in the fridge, had everything set up, and the gravy was in a glass jar. Go figure. You know, want to know what happens? I open up the fridge, of course, in the middle of the night, because you gotta have turkey and all that leftover stuff. But boy, oh boy, that thing just came tumbling out and just smashed to bits and pieces on the ground. And I nearly cried because I've cooked Thanksgiving dinners for as long as I can remember. And that was brutal. Other favorite sides would be like green beans, potatoes. What do you like for favorite sides, Lep?
Definitely potato. Anything potato.
Potato?
Actually, I could eat potato as a 5-course meal. I could have French fries, wafer fries, tater tots, mashed potatoes, and a baked potato.
You know what? Okay, so it's like turducken of potatoes.
Yeah,
You can take a baked potato and like shove it, like shove some like tater tots in there, and then
yeah, double down. Yeah,
cover it with mashed potatoes and like seal it up. Put it on.
yeah. Veggies would be Brussels sprouts, asparagus, corn.
That's really good. Yeah, for sure. I do like Brussels.
I like frozen peas over canned peas.
Have you had canned peas?
Yeah, Mrs. Lep likes canned peas.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. No.
I like just taking the frozen bag ones and not even cooking them, just letting them sit out and de-thaw that way and eat it
sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, sure.
Crunchy, you know?
Yeah, sure. I mean, boy, oh boy. I mean, I see people use canned vegetables, and 9 times out of 10, like frozen are better, and you're not gonna pay that much more. Frozen are 10 times better.
Yeah.
Canned. Like I had canned peas once, and I had a bite. Not bueno.
You know, I don't care for zucchini. I don't care for squash, eggplant.
Yeah, I'm not huge on. I like squashes, all right. I've had
bread. I could eat some zucchini bread.
Sure.
Yeah.
Or you. I mean, you could actually stuff zucchini and make it like a zucchini boat. That's really good too.
Yeah, my grams always made. You know, they always had the big garden, so
Yeah.
eggplant parmesan was a big thing.
Sure. Yeah, sure. I live with I've made that a million times, and it's real good.
Mhm.
I lived with a guy who was Persian, and taught me like a long time back when I was going to college, and taught me how to like kind of go through some eggplant stuff.
Yeah, that's like picking a good watermelon. you don't know until you cut it, you know.
Well, all right, I'll tell you. Like, all right, you want to hear one fact? How do you tell the difference between a male eggplant and a female eggplant?
I'm not familiar with it, so I don't know.
Yeah, you know that, like, you know the little end where it's like where it's kind of brown, like opposite the stem.
Yeah.
So the little end, if it's male, it'll be a circle, and if it's female, it'd be kind of a slit. And the thing is about female eggplants, they have more seeds than male eggplants.
I'll pass that knowledge down to somebody that likes eggplant.
Fun fact of the day. Fun fact of the day. There you go.
Male has circle, female has a slice, and more seeds.
And yeah, it's a fun fact of the day. Persia, Iran. Yeah, I think it was. I think he was Iranian. I believe you're right. Reza. I can't remember his last name, but yeah, he taught me about taught me a bit about like leaching it, like taught me different recipes for eggplants that I hadn't known before. It was definitely interesting. But yeah, I think you're right, Chris. What's going on, Skip? Gary, I'm drinking cheap cruddy beer, Gary. Drinking Natty Lights, Natter Days, strawberry lemonade with and drinking beer. That's a bit of a crack up. Strawberry lemonade and drinking beer, as opposed to the other kind of beer, which no, you wouldn't want to drink that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to figure out whether are you going to do a turkey video before the holidays, or
I don't know, man. We'll see. Day to day for me.
yeah. Trying to think whether
we did kind of talk about how we're gonna do dinner. Are we gonna just stay home? Are we gonna still get everybody together? Because nobody has a big enough house to really host a bunch of people.
Yeah.
So it might be just a couple small dinners bouncing around that day for Thanksgiving. Christmas is too far out. Plus both the grandbabies are Christmas babies. So yeah.
Yeah. And plus this year it's like it's tough getting people together and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Dwayne, you're right. Frozen vegetables are flash frozen, so they're the best next thing to garden fresh. Totally, yeah, completely agree. What's going on, Bob the Raptor and Joe? You oddball characters. Yeah, I don't know. I'll see how it goes. And Skip, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we'll see. I mean, I'm super excited. Like, I'll make it regardless. The only time I've ever not had Thanksgiving dinner was a couple of years ago when I went to go visit my wife's brother, and so we got gypped out of Thanksgiving dinner. It was very highly disappointing, but otherwise I've had it every year. And even I studied in France for a year, and they attempted to the chefs at the school attempted to make Thanksgiving dinner. Unfortunately, they didn't really know what they were doing, so they ended up throwing the cranberry sauce into the gravy. It was quite unusual.
Yeah,
It's something I highly recommend.
I might do the beer can chicken or turkey, like the beer can chicken recipe. Even though I know all the technical things about the thing, you know, it's the nostalgia. It's the nostalgia, not the facts. You know,
I still like it too.
Yeah,
get yourself like a big old Foster's can, though.
yeah, right. Or a big 24-ounce can or something to keep it standing, you know?
Exactly. Cran gravy stuff. Yeah, it was pretty much cran gravy. Hey, what's up, Brian and Brian? There's two Brians in here.
Yeah. Brian at Castle Hives, and we got Brian at Thrash Metal Homebrew and Barbecue. Yeah, so you know, growing up at Graham's house, you know, we always had the big Thanksgiving dinner, you know, and she's like you, she'd take the giblets and do all that, you know, and you know, towards the end, she realized not everybody was eating the turkey as much as the ham, so the turkeys kept getting smaller and smaller. towards the end, and I don't know, it just, they got to be basic. So now being with Mrs. Lepp, for the past 5 years, her family's Polish, so they do a Polish dinners, either one or the other, either Christmas or Thanksgiving. They'll do cabbage and noodles, pierogies,
Yeah.
fresh sausage, and smoked sausage. Plus all the traditional food. That's just extra.
Yeah. Yeah. Heck yeah. That sounds fantastic. I'm 100% in with that. You can do you can do like a sausage stuffing or whatever else.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 100% down for that.
Or what I do is I take a piece of the ham and I put me a piece of sausage in there and I put some horseradish on it. And there's my bunless sausage sandwich. My ham bun sausage, Polish sausage sandwich with horseradish. Say that 5 times fast.
That sounds fantastic. It's cool when I love other cultures coming in, and where you get Thanksgiving and Christmas and all the holiday dinners. You get if you get traditional stuff, and then you get all this other stuff coming in on top of that, which is amazing.
Yeah.
You got Italians doing a big Italian thing is to do seafood on Christmas.
Yes.
I know you can't stand seafood, but
I'm good. To me, there was no seafood in any both sides, mom and dad side. No really seafood throwdowns at all like that. Grams would make some salmon patties out of the can. Dad would eat lobster and shrimp, scallops maybe, but other than that, sitting down at our table, it wasn't served.
Yeah. It depends. Some people don't some people never grew up with a taste for it. I know I had a rough patch when I was I think it was I must have been 12, 13 or something, because I loved seafood and stuff. And drove my parents nuts because then every restaurant we go to, they had lobster. And I'm like, yeah, give me some lobster. And we're paying what for you, little kid?
Yeah, you little expensive ass punk.
But then I'm getting
I can get a damn job. Go mow some lawns.
Exactly. And I'm getting seafood sick a couple times. And that'll throw you off for a bit. And I was thrown off for probably a year or two.
Yeah.
But finally got back on that.
That's my biggest fear was to actually get sick from it, Although, you know what?
I haven't seen.
You know when you're little, you don't know what you're actually eating. You just know you're hungry. And, my grandpa would come home from bowling and crack open a can of sardines. I'd be chilling on his lap.
It's good,
here's a bite for me. Here's a bite for you. I didn't know, he'd put it on a cracker, I didn't know what it was. Now I look back and I'm like, ooh, Grandpa, if you was still alive.
Yeah, it was
one good thing that Grandpa did make that I loved and I still eat periodically: buttermilk, white bread, and pepper in a glass. You shred up the bread and you put it in the glass of a buttermilk, and you put the pepper in there, you get it mixed, and you slurp it out before the bread gets totally soggy.
Wow, that's a new one.
Hey, that just talking about it made me. Ugh.
That's a new one for me. I've not heard that.
Yeah.
No, I am not saying your name, Eastwind Farms.
Xmas. What are you having for Xmas dinner?
Exactly. It's Xmas. It's Xmas to you.
What's up, Hobo?
mashed potatoes, corn, gravy, dressing, apple cranberry relish, butter, top rolls, pumpkin pie, and the second's the third. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of pumpkin pie or cranberry relish, but second's and thirds for sure. And gravy for me is like kind of like the big star that makes everything better.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
Because you can have turkey, right? And you can have mashed potatoes. They're all good. You can have mashed potatoes with butter. Good. You put some gravy on mashed potatoes. All
yeah, I gotta put gravy on my turkey too.
Yeah, gravy on turkey is real good, and especially like leftovers are the best if you get them. Sometimes I'm like unlucky and have like, because everyone was like, I started making a lot more gravy than I used to. Tell you that much.
So you know, a lot of people don't like their food to touch and stuff. I'm the opposite. I don't care. So that last bite on the plate, you get the bun, nice buttery bun, the gravy, the corn, the green beans, whatever. You put it all together, and you just take it all together, and it's just that last bite.
Good. And then if you do like one thing I've done is you have some like because I'll make bread as well, and so like take some bread and the next day throw in some mashed potatoes, some stuffing, some turkey, chuck on some gravy, bake that. Carb overload. It's carb on top of carb on top of carb. Yeah. But dang, it's good.
Yeah, I love stuffing too.
Well, don't eat your arm, Brian. Or different desserts. Man, I don't know. I'm not a
dessert guy. I'm not a dessert guy. So,
like, I kind of like. I don't know. Do you like pumpkin pie at all?
I used to. I haven't had a piece of a good pumpkin pie in a long time, man. I mean, long time. Probably at least 10 years. I'm the more give me the apple, cherry, or something like that.
Agreed. Yeah. Yeah, potentially so. Yeah, you smoke your arm.
What's up, Tom?
I don't. I still don't think I'd eat it.
Yeah.
Smoked arm. When that's essentially what like I mean, you get like a picnic ham or a picnic roast from a pork. That's what it is. Like pork.
That's our. That was our New Year's Eve. Get you a pork loin and sauerkraut.
Yeah. Well, New Year's Eve is like black beans, black eyed peas, and collard greens. Smoked arm. Yeah, smoked arm.
That was good.
Real good. Apple pie with ice cream. Man, yeah, I like apple pie with ice cream. Cherry and blueberry. Yeah, true. Used to work at for a while. I worked at Marie Callender's as a waiter. Very, very, very long time ago, and then ended up becoming like a prep and everything else at the same time. Blackberry pie. Heck yeah, I love blackberries. That sounds good too. Yeah.
How about mulberry?
Oh, what?
Mulberry? I used to climb the trees and pick those, man.
I don't
come home with purple reddish fingers and mouth and sick to my stomach, shitting like a sumbitch the next day, but I loved it. And I had a cherry tree next door, so I'd get carried away with that too. Have a sour ass stomach.
Rock on, Fred. Good to see you, brother. Yeah, go watch your games, man. Uh, good to see you, though, brother.
Oh,
Fred.
Fred, what's up?
Big Fred.
Yeah. Go Browns. Woo.
Ain't be on, brother. You got that right. But yeah, I don't know, man. Now I'm kind of hungry. I mean, it's kind of weird. Like we don't do those meals more often. Like turkey is kind of like for a special occasion. Ham, I don't do like a lot of hams throughout the year either. But yeah, I don't know. But they're good. I mean, part of the thing to me is you get them cheap around that time. So it's the same thing as like doing corned beef. I love corned beef, but you get them cheap around St. Patty's Day.
Yeah. So you get them prepackaged little flats of corned beef and stuff like that.
Flat or point or
Them things are expensive compared to buying a brisket outright and pickling it yourself.
Sure, absolutely. Unless it's that time of the year, absolutely true.
I could go get a brisket from Walmart for $30 to $40, where they want damn near $30 for a little 2-3 pound flat.
Yeah, 100% true. Hey, what's going on, Jules? Thank you.
What's up, Jules?
Yes, I'm older now. Thank you.
Big
so
cat. Should you be prepping there, buddy?
We're prepping up for you. You're up in about half an hour or so. A little bit beyond that, but pretty dang close.
We got the new name, Cooking with Steven and we got Skip at Long Quest. Tom said he's glad he picked up a pizza before joining with all this food talk.
Rabbit's good. Dwayne, Rabbit's actually really good. There's not a whole lot of meat on the bone, but yeah, I enjoy Rabbit. It's good stuff. It doesn't taste much. I don't know. Doesn't taste horribly different than chicken, but it's good. Depends on how you want to prep it.
Yeah.
It's lean. That's true.
So I seen somebody do something in a pumpkin today.
Meaty.
Huh?
Meaty steak.
Yeah, that's who it was yesterday. Yesterday I seen it. You're right.
Like meat in a pumpkin.
Yeah.
I've seen a couple of people cooking pumpkins. I'm not a ginormous pumpkin fan.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm kind of like,
I can mess with some pumpkin seeds, you know.
Oh, heck yeah. Yeah, every time I'll do that's an interesting question. I guess we'll do it this year, even though there aren't trick-or-treaters. Pick up some pumpkins and the seeds up. But yeah, I do the seeds every year. Yeah, I grew up on super good. I usually just use salt and cayenne, maybe some smoked paprika. Just I think warming up a pumpkin. I don't even know what that means. That's nonsensical. You're banned from this channel. I don't know what the heck that means. All right, we got about 18 minutes or so to go. If anyone else wants to jump in. I don't much care. Well, but actually not 18 minutes. What am I thinking? 18
half hour. 28 minutes. 28 minutes.
A little less than half an hour because it starts
27 minutes.
We'll be there early on the early side.
So 27 minutes and 30 seconds.
So you eat and greet, and then you pop into the whole thing. But yeah, if anyone wants to jump in, knock yourself out. Yeah, it's real good. I don't know, around
You know,
Christmas, a lot of times I'll do ham and stuff. Yeah.
I got one thing that I've added to the arsenal for holiday cooks, especially Thanksgiving and Christmas. My deep fried deviled eggs.
Deep fried deviled eggs. Dang.
Deep fried deviled eggs. There is a video. If you stroll back on a lot of videos ago, I did the deep fried deviled egg.
That sounds really good.
Hit the other thing.
Hi, you guys. Why am I still?
What's happening?
Hey, Charlie.
What up, Thrash?
Cheers, Charlie.
Ooh.
Cheers, Jules.
Cowboy.
Leprechaun.
Hi, guys.
Nice hair, Jules.
Kind of math degree. I did not get a math degree. Nimrod.
What's that?
Sometimes I'm math well, sometimes I don't. Mike's making fun of me.
Funny looking.
By my timing, he was like, "You're off by a little bit." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." Get lost. Get Ben. And
You
he's
guys were
gonna
talking about Thanksgiving, huh?
rest the show a little bit later, so we can all make fun of them.
There you go. So, do you do any cooking, Charlie? On, like do something like Halloween? If you like, are you into like throwing parties and stuff, or no?
No, not really. And I mean, obviously, this year is gonna be like there's nothing going on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, not really at all.
Cool.
No,
Yeah, for
Reginald.
for Halloween, for me, I always ordered pizza. When the kids were little and stuff like that. You know what I mean? You order pizza that night.
Yeah.
Or do some finger foods or something like that.
I'm gonna go. There's an echo on him. I'm hoping it's not me, but just in case, I could try muting.
I'll mute
It's just
myself.
Reginald complaining. And if you know who Reginald is, well, that's
Chris is probably messing with me. My nickname is Echo.
yeah. No, that'd be Chris Reginald.
So you guys don't hear an echo?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay. It's my fault for calling myself that. Set myself up for that one.
Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Obi? Where do you live? So, Brian, you live in Aurora?
Yeah, I'm in Aurora. I'm near Southlands. So if you were to take Arapahoe Road until it almost ends, where where Aurora the Aurora Reservoir is?
Kind of, sort of.
Have you been up on Smoky Hill where it goes all the way up on that side of town? So yeah, I'm way east in Aurora. I'm like 25 miles from downtown Aurora.
Well,
Aurora's as big as Denver.
Yeah, I know. Well, no joke. People are saying like, yeah, he lives by you. He lives in Aurora. I'm like, well, it's anywhere from like 30 minutes out to like 45 minutes out to like
Yeah, because you're like in Thornton or North Glen or somewhere, right? Brighton. Okay, so yeah, we're 40 minutes away on with good traffic.
Yeah, I'm that tiny little burg of Brighton. I'm up here.
Yeah, Lep and I were talking too that I should get a keg of homebrew and have a barbecue and get together and have.
We definitely need to meet up at some point or another.
Yeah, exactly. Heck yeah.
Well, what were you yesterday? You had mentioned somewhere, Thrash, where you guys could meet up a barbecue spot.
Yeah, we could do that too, just to have a beer.
Or was that you, Charlie? Was it?
Yeah. I was thinking at some point, like, have you been to GQ's down in like Lone Tree?
Yeah. Yep.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking be like, because I haven't been there. I think it'd be cool to meet up there, and we can do like we do a live or something.
Yeah, do a live or something. That'd be cool.
Yeah. How far is that?
Social distance.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean that's the thing though. Like it's like, yeah, we'll pick up food. I'm like, you'll be in your car, I'll be in my car.
Yeah, kind of like a drive-in movie theater, you know.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing.
Find a hey, you guys could find a Sonic, and you guys could like park next to each other and shit.
We do have, yeah, we got
That'd be funny as hell, man.
Yeah.
Like, just let me get some of them fries. You just throw them through the window. All right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Hobie Brian does homebrews big time. So if you don't follow his channel and you're interested in homebrew, definitely do. Hobie's a real good dude.
Nice.
So yeah, if you're interested in homebrew, definitely follow Brian because he does seem to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Does Jason still do his YouTube channel stuff? Doesn't he have a YouTube channel?
Who?
GQ.
He does. Yeah, he does, and he actually just started picking back up on it.
Okay.
Cool.
So there, you check that out, Brad.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna write that down, man.
Yeah, actually, he just started picking back up on it.
What's his name? Jason Ganal.
Yeah.
Jason Ganal.
Yeah, super cool. I went down to was it Pratzel's, and so like met him up there and for a brisket class, which I ended up doing. Met Joe and Joe Martinez from Smoking Joe's Pit Barbecue. He was the only YouTuber, well, aside from Jason, I've ever met. But yeah, he's got like his YouTube.
That's because nobody likes you. Just face it, man. Nobody likes you. Okay.
I mean, that's what I figured.
Hold on, there's someone at the door.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that. I completely agree. And does this make you cringe?
Natterday. Natural light. That's a seltzer, right?
No, it's strawberry lemonade with drinking beer.
Oh, okay.
Strawberry lemonade with drinking. Hit the other angle.
Whatever flips your
can't see anything.
whistle.
Drinking beer.
Drinking beer.
Yeah.
So impressionable, it's probably like 4%, right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the question that has me
in it.
the question that has me bother is like, what's not drinking beer?
Right. Exactly. Yep.
Like, all right, I don't want to like. Have I had not drinking beer?
Yeah, like I did this IPA. I did this one. It came out to 6%. I have a pale ale that's 6%, but that's about the lowest range that I ever really hit. I'm usually near 7, if not 7.5 on a lot of my stuff. Because, if you're going to drink beer, you don't want to be going to the bathroom all the time. But, if you can make some really good beer and I can really cover the hot notes from the alcohol, it goes down smooth, man. Next thing you know, you've gone through 4 of them and you're like, okay, I'm good. I'm fine.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, like if I was to drink beers like that, the way I drink beers like this, I'd be
schnockered.
Yeah, face down. And like when I went to do last year, I did a barbecue competition out in Westminster.
Oh yeah.
With a guy who like I was like, hey, I'll help out and whatever else. So we get everything set up the night before, and then I go back home, and it was like I don't know, it was like 2 in the morning or it was like 1 in the morning or something like that. I go back home, get 2 hours of sleep, come back at 3. And I was like, all right. And I was like, don't drink, don't drink, don't drink. And come back at 3 and there's people doing like craft brews, right?
Yeah.
And so he ends up like stealing all these glasses. And like he was like, man, you're bringing one over. All right, cool. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna down the whole pint.
Wow.
And that was like it was like 8% or something like that. He ended up like going through like about 6 of them in the span of an hour, and disappeared. just completely disappeared. And I was like, cool. Apparently, I'm taking over.
Well, cool. So, hobby, do you do homebrew too? Let me know. I'll check out.
He's a good dude. I don't think he's got any videos on it. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah, but he's definitely a cool dude.
Yeah, it's cool. I've been with the homebrew scene. I've been with the homebrew scene since like 2014, and the barbecue stuff I started probably 2017, 2018, somewhere about where I finally got a Kamado, and putting recipes to work and everything, and then latching onto you guys left and right. Watching different videos and becoming friends and all that. It's kind of cool where you got that broad rainbow of different things out there.
Yeah.
But I've been a YouTuber since 2006, but I didn't really start hitting it until 2015. So I've been homebrewing forever. I have my own system. I have a 1/3 barrel system. I can do 10 gallons at a time. I usually brew a couple times a month. A lot of my beers will go to like coworkers when I was working in the office. Others, neighbors come over while I'm brewing, and I'll have some shit on tap for them and share with the community. And usually, the home brewers that I hang out with, like in the States, we'll trade home brews all the time. Do beer reviews for each other and for different beers you can't get in your state. But yeah, it's a really cool community in the barbecue community. And it sounds like since you can't send like meat, that you've cooked to let other people try, you're pretty much sending rubs and everything else. So that's a really cool exchange that happens. So
I mean, in theory, you probably could, but
yeah,
I wouldn't recommend it.
No, I wouldn't. Unless you want to buy someone something, and if it was like flash frozen and you put it in with some dry ice and send it, that would be a different thing.
It would cost you an arm and a leg.
Yeah, it would. Yeah.
I had a follower, dude. He's just a follower. He has no channel. Gregor Miller sent me a whole styrofoam box full of fresh oysters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
From Cali. Yeah.
I wouldn't trust it.
No, there was a bunch of dry ice.
Oh, as long as it was.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it was from a company. So the company sent it. He just ordered it and they sent it to me. 24 hours.
Wow. That's cool. Let me grab a beer here.
Hey, can you hit the other angle, Charlie, so we can see what he's doing? Oh, I thought he was gonna pour himself one. I was gonna.
Well, no, I can still do that. It's just I was in, you have your homebrew. It's so tasty. You need to have other beers to kind of get in between it. You know what I mean? But I grabbed the wrong one. But it's a stout. We'll drink it anyway.
I'm gonna tell you, there's a certain similarity between aside from like barbecue and beer, there's a certain similarity on like how things shake out.
Oh yeah,
because you want to pay attention to your temps. You want to be there's like a whole science behind barbecue. There's people are serious about it, and it's the same thing with like brewing.
They're really similar.
And a whole bunch of other stuff.
Yeah, they're very similar. I mean, when you're brewing, you're dealing with, depending on the type of beer you're doing, you're dealing with mash temperatures that you may have to step up and down, or mostly it's step up, but going through the different rests or whatever, depending on what you're using for malts and stuff. It's the same with barbecue. Being a barbecuer and a brewer, there's a lot of similarities to it. It's temperature, it's time, it's feel, it's doing something over and over again and perfecting something where you can call it yours, where you've made it yours. You know, same with the brews. I always look at it as like making bread. You take the bread, you can have regular bread, you can have wheat bread, you can have all kinds of bread, but then you're the one that adds the cinnamon, you're the one that adds the raisins, you're the one that's adding this, that, and the other thing, and you're making your own loaf. You know what I mean? And when you find where you like it, and either your family or friends, you know, like it too, you pretty much perfected that thing, and you keep going with it. And you do that multiple times with different types of like beer. Man, the world's yours, you know, when it comes to brewing, you know.
The world's your oyster.
Yep.
Yeah, and then you combine like beer and barbecue, and boom.
Cheers.
We're cooking. Man, cheers with like crappy.
C-Max asked us drunks what we're up to.
So a quick
I'm not drunk. Not yet.
Me neither. That's only my second beer. I stayed sober to cook those tri-tips.
That looked good, man.
Yeah,
it looked good. Yeah, I've had I recognize the name Morton's Steakhouse, and I think I've had like some of that stuff like a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
Like because I think they do like marinated steaks a lot long ago.
Well, here was the thing. So we knew it was marinated, right? And my nephew was like, put some cow powder on it. And I'm like, man, we don't even know what this marinade, how much salt and everything's in it. We don't know what it tastes like. I said, let's just roll with this and see where we're at. So we did, and it was lacking a little flavor. You could still taste it. It was good and everything. A little on the sweet side for me. But then we took a slice and we put that cow powder on it, even though we took that down to really get the good flavor out of it. It's not a shake-on type of Uncle Steve's flavors. But we did some, and man, it changed. I was like, Dad, we should have put it on there.
For it to be on the sweet side is real new. Like that's, I mean, I'm not a huge fan of like sweet beef.
I didn't even read. I didn't even read. I took pictures, so maybe I could blow it up and see what was in there. But it had an orangish tint to it because of the marinade. Whatever it was, a dark brown orangish.
Yeah, I've seen a couple up here, and it was like, and I don't know, like Brian, I don't know if you can get the same thing, but like I go to Kroger's, and the like tri-tip was out for a long time because the whole thing, and then it started coming back in, and it was like, you know, normal like crazy ass prices, and then my Kroger's, I don't know about yours, will like put them on sale in like no time at all.
Yeah.
So I end up like buying them on sale. It's like half the price at best.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't beat it. I mean, when it goes, I mean, grab them up.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, like they're literally like, I don't know how, like why, how, but they end up like selling those things up like crazy town.
Yeah. Well, we were looking for a tri-tip. We called this butcher where we got that pig that we did for 4th of July. We called them. They wanted $10.99 a pound for the tri-tip.
That is high.
Yeah, I think like
then the Aldi sale came out. They had that Aldi's. It was $4.99 a pound. Mm-hmm. So, hello, we had to give it a try.
And I mean, you can get them here all over the place. And like the weird thing is, our meat prices are still pretty pricey here, despite the fact that we like supposedly set the cattle prices or beef prices throughout the country at the whatever Denver
Yeah.
like meat exchange. They all meet up once a year and do that stuff.
So, if you haven't noticed, it's probably the same all over the states, where you don't have many actual butcher meat markets around. And we have Sam's Meat that's like 10 miles from me. That's the closest I can get to. I'd rather buy, Prime or, something in that level from an actual butcher. If you can't find it in the regular grocery stores like Sprouts, King Soopers, Kroger, a lot of them won't carry a lot of stuff that you really want to do. Like a full brisket. You can't find that in King Soopers. No way. You actually have to go to either you find it luckily at some place, or you actually have to go to a butcher to find it. You're going to pay the price, but unless you get it like a Packer brisket or something that's hanging out there somewhere. But yeah, it's crazy here in Colorado, especially in the metropolitan area, where trying to find something is either you find it, you don't for a long time,
Sure. Hey, people, I'm going to bail out, and I want you to go check out Mike from Big Cat 305. He'll be on in 5 minutes. And I'll paste a link down below. He's going to be on a Ricer's show. And that's Dead Brook Barbecue. And so hope to meet y'all there. And hope to meet y'all in person at some point.
Yeah. Cheers. Thanks, Pickles. Thanks, Charlie. Cheers.
Later, brothers.